If you have been thinking of learning UI/UX design and mastering the most popular design tool, Figma, then you have just found yourself the right video. I'll explain to you what UI/UX is all about, the difference between UI and UX, what it means when we say user-centered design, and how important it is in UX design. I will also explain to you how UX designers work in an agile team, and finally I'll show you how to use Figma. So relax and let's start learning. My name is Pamela. I'm a UX designer with over 9 years of experience cutting across law, user experience, and design. So a lot of people say if you're creative, artistic, go for UX design. I agree. But I want you to remove that idea from your mind. UX design is much more than that. There's so much going on in UX design than the user interface design. We are like the mastermind behind the experience of users on any product or service. So what exactly is UI/UX design? UI stands for user interface, which includes visual elements like buttons, icons, and layouts. While UX, on the other hand, stands for user experience, which focuses on how users interact with the interface. Let's take, for instance, an online food application with a good user experience. Do you know how far our contribution as UX designers go? Well, let me tell you. 1, we try to reduce the number of clicks required to complete a food order. This involves streamlining the user journey to make it quick and efficient. So, imagine if you wanted to place an order for a food and you get to click as much as 10 screens or 10 buttons before finally placing the order. How overwhelming can that get? 2, we as UX designers ensure that users can easily navigate through the application to find what they need. Imagine you are on a food app again. You can't find the type of food you want. So how important do you think we as UX designers are? Well, at this point, we implement clear navigation categories so users can easily locate the desired section without excessive clicks, such as explore, categories, and my others. Right. So I won't talk much about the user interface aspect of it because I'm sure you must have seen a lot of websites and applications out there which has prompted you to explore this career path. I'm here to let you in on the aspect of UI/UX that you don't know yet. So in simple terms, UI is about how things look, while UX is about how things work and the experience users get from your product. Now let's look at what user-centered design is, that is UCD. This is all about making things with the people who will use it in mind right from the start. It involves understanding who those users are, what they need, and how they will interact with whatever is being made, your product. So we as UX designers use that understanding to create products or services that are easy to use, enjoyable, and meet users' needs. So why is UCD, user-centered design, important? It ensures that what gets made, your product, actually meets the needs of people using it. It makes products more useful and valuable. So when you focus on users' needs and preferences, you create products that are easy to use. This reduces frustrations, errors, and the need for user manuals. And also, when products are designed with users in mind, they are more likely to be enjoyed by users, which leads to happy users who are more likely to come back. Another reason why UCD is important is that fixing problems after product is made much more expensive than getting things right the first time. UCD helps catch problems early, saving you time and resources. Also, when you understand users' needs and behavior, it can inspire new ideas and strategies that might not have been thought about in the first time. So UCD encourages productivity and innovation. Now moving on, let's explore how we as UX designers function in an agile team. So most companies adopt the Agile framework. Agile operates in short cycles called sprint, typically lasting 2 weeks. During each sprint, the team focuses on completing a predefined tasks and goals. They pick features that they will work on in each sprint. Who then makes up the Agile team? This will include developers, scrum masters, product managers, testers, there's a quality assurance team, the product owners, and we, the UI/UX designer. So at the beginning of each sprint, the team engages in what we call sprint planning. Here we decide what tasks to tackle. So the UI/UX designers participate to understand user stories and plan design tasks. So we work closely with the product managers and product owners, and it is advisable, much advisable, you work closely with product managers so you understand each features and business requirement from the onset. Agile team always holds daily stand-up meetings where each member shares updates on their progress. But to talk about the tasks you did in the previous day, the one you'll be working on the current day, and mention any blockers. So as designers, we often work one sprint ahead of the team so as to get the research and the prototype ready before the sprint planning. So at the end of each sprint, the team gathers to review the sprint and reflect on what could be improved on and what went well and what went bad. Our collaboration with the entire team ensures that the end result is not only functional but also delightful to users. So moving on, I'm going to show you how to use Figma.